So we will begin our practice in a comfortable seat. I just want to say thank you, first of all, for joining me in this new space, and just for bearing with me as I kind of navigate how to record myself and offer it in this way. So thank you in advance. Today we're exploring the passage, "Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes." And so as we enter our practice, we will be engaging a lot of twists to kind of explore with our physical body that experience of being tangled and then moving into untanglement. Okay? So to begin, just find a comfortable place to rest your palms. If it feels right in your body, if it feels good for you right now, go ahead and close the shades of your eyes. Take a moment to notice the sensation of air moving into and out of your nostrils. And start to invite quietness into the space of your mind, which has inevitably been filled with many thoughts. While that's always true, we understand as part of this collective experience in this particular point in time that it might be a little extra full, not just of thoughts, but of many feelings. Okay, so just start to let those settle. Give yourself permission to be in this space right now. And as you arrive here, allow the breath to deepen. Just becoming aware of the body softening through the face and the shoulders, and even down through the root of your sitting bones. And you might begin to flutter open the eyes, and as you inhale, squeeze the shoulders to your ears. Exhale through the mouth. Release. Inhale. Exhale. Continue for 2 or 3 more breaths. Feeling the tension just melt out of the space of the shoulders where we often hold our stress. Yeah. Last one, squeeze as tight as you can. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale, sigh. Yeah. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward and up, and as you exhale, drop them back and down your back. Inhaling to lift forward and up. Exhaling back and down the back. Really moving in to the joints of the shoulders, the muscles, the nerves, all of the things that get tight and cramped and tangled in the spaces where we hold on to stress, okay? Yeah, take a few more. With your mind visualizing the entanglement of that which lies under your skin. Yeah, okay. Come to stillness at center and allow your right ear to just drift over toward your right shoulder. Taking your gaze down to the right side of your mat. Finding your breath in the elongament, the lengthening across the left side of your neck. Yeah. Inhale deeply, and as you inhale, lower your chin to your chest and then roll over to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Breathe into the space of your right neck where it's lengthening out. You can hear the lawnmower outside. Do your best to remain present despite it. Inhale deeply and roll your neck, semicircle to the other side, and then begin to flow with the breath. Inhaling to one side and exhaling back to the other side. Okay, just finding the rhythm of your own breath, whatever feels right for you, as you get in to the release of all of the muscles of the neck. If it feels okay and safe in your body, you might consider rolling the head all the way around, but I have to therapeutically discourage you from doing that. Okay, so just continuing to semicircle from one side to the other, and then remaining connected to the rhythm of your breath. And as you feel complete in this, gently rise back to center. Lift your hands up toward the nape of your neck. Just start to self-massage. Okay, just really digging in to any places where you feel sticky or tight. And offering yourself what you need. This is the beginning of our attempt to discover what we intuitively need. Okay, lean into that. Welcoming a certain gentleness and compassion for yourself, which maybe you don't always have, but you can find in these exceptional times, right? Giving it to yourself in order that you can also extend it to others. And as we consider that idea in light of untangling the threads of destiny that bind us, and also the entanglement of past mistakes with ourselves and others, we sink our awareness into the possibility of a new and deeper compassion. Alright, so as you feel complete now in this offering to yourself through massage, just lower your palms back onto your legs, and then as you inhale, lift your hands and arms to the sky. As you exhale, turn to the right, let your fingertips drift toward the earth, find a twist. Inhale, rise back to center, lifting the arms, and then exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale to center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, and exhale, twist, using the palm of your hand against your knee to deepen the twist. And then as you inhale, untangling to center, inhaling, and then exhaling, twisting to the other side, bringing out through that tangle. Inhale, center, lift, and exhale, twist. Yoking with your breath, moving always at your own pace. Every inhale to center, every exhale twisting. Inhale, come to center, hands overhead. Exhale, bow forward. Fingertips meet the earth. Inhale, drag the fingertips in. Lift them up. Twist to the other side. Briefly twist as you exhale. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, bow forward to the earth, deep as you like. And then inhale, rise up. Twist to the other side. Exhale, lower the fingertips toward the earth. Inhale to center. Exhale, bow to the earth. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise to center. Exhale, bow forward. Plant the palms out in front of you so you can roll over onto your hands and knees. As you arrive here, press the sitting bones back, lower the forehead to the earth. Inhale, lift up. Glide the body forward, and then exhale, press the sitting bones back, drop your forehead to your mat. Inhale, rise up, glide forward so you're in a straight line, crown of your head to your knees, or if it feels safe in your body, you might descend your hip bones toward the earth. Yeah, exhale, bow. Inhale, rise up, just rocking forward and backwards with your own breath in whichever way it feels right for you. A few more times. Okay, come up to center, descend the hips if it feels good, and then find your neutral table. As you inhale, lift your right arm to the sky, twisting. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, center. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, center. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, center. This time, inhale, lift your right arm to the sky. Exhale it back. Press the sitting bones back. Lower your forehead. Inhale, rise up. Lift the left arm. Exhale, center. Glide your hands forward. Lower your forehead. Inhale, rise up. Lift the right arm. Exhale, one more time each side. Rise up. Lift the left arm. Exhale, back. As you come to center, drop the belly, lift your gaze, and then as you exhale, round the spine. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. One more time. And as you come back to your neutral table, find some kind of organic movement that feels good for you, okay? I'm always circling my hips because this naturally opens my low back and the joints of my hips, which are often closed off, okay? But you're finding what it is that you want in this moment, okay? So that might be barrel rolling the torso, or continuing to shift forward and back. Just a few more breaths connecting to what it is that you desire in this moment for your body. Okay. Come back to your neutral table. Glide your right foot behind you. Plant the sole of your foot. As you inhale, lift your right arm to the sky. This is modified side plank. As you exhale, return to hands and knees. Glide the left foot behind you. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale to center. Inhale, right side, glide the right foot back, plant it, reach your right arm to the sky, and then exhale, lower to center. Inhale, left side, glide the left foot back, reach the left hand to the sky, exhale to center. This time, inhale, modified side plank on the right side, plant the sole of your foot. As you arrive here, there's always a micro bend in your left elbow, and then you might begin to circle the right arm, making big spirals. So we kind of dig in and open up the shoulder joint. Yeah, one more large circle. Find your way to neutral table. Glide the left foot out this time as you inhale. Lift the left arm to the sky, and if you so feel moved, begin to circle the arm. As you're ready, find your way back to your neutral table. With your inhale, lift the right arm to the sky. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, lift your left arm to the sky. Exhale, back to neutral. extend your right leg back behind you. Inhale here. As you exhale, tuck your knee so you're tucking your right knee and then cross it over to your left elbow. Inhale, stretch it behind you. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, behind you. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, stretch it behind you. This time, exhale, right elbow, and then drop your calf on the mat in front of you as you glide back into your pigeon pose. Calf is parallel as much as possible with the top of your mat. As you inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, plant your palms, and then lift onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze. As you exhale, bow to the earth. Tap your forehead to your mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise up. Find the rhythm of your own breath. Exhale to the earth. One more time. As you inhale, rise up. As you exhale, sink into your pigeon, whatever that means. You might be lowering onto your elbows. You might be going deeper. Okay? Just finding what feels right in your body. For some people, you might lay your forehead against the mat or against your hands. And as you begin to sink into this, welcome the intensity of this shape. Okay, see if you can stay present in the space where you feel the most sensation. Can you just send the breath there and imagine all of the fibers of your being in that space expanding, growing as they open and become more pliable. And can you consider that process happening on other planes of your being? Perhaps spiritually, as you breathe into your depths, expanding, as you open in a stance of reception to God. Each time a thought moves into the space of your mind, release it. Come back to the breath or to the feeling in your body. Take 2 or 3 more breaths here. The next time that you inhale, start to rise out of this. You'll sit into your right hip and then glide or draw the left leg all the way around, stacking knees on top of each other. Your left knee on top of your right knee. As much as this is possible, the other option is to plant the sole of your left foot. If it's too intense, find your edge. Be willing to go there, but don't press yourself beyond that. And then hold on to the soles of your feet, closing your eyes if that feels right and good. I'm naturally rubbing the soles of my feet and considering the soles of my feet as the ground of my being, connecting to that part of myself. And then as you inhale, lift the heart and lift the gaze, and as you exhale, bow over your knees, letting go of the tension in your head, neck, and shoulders. With your inhale, rise up. With your exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bow. Follow the pace of your own breath. One more time, inhale to rise up. And then as you exhale, fold forward and come to stillness here. And as you settle into this shape, can you bring to mind someone with whom you still might be exploring forgiveness? So in our prayer today, we ask that we might release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. When you hear that line, does anyone come to mind for you? Can you think of one person? Can you consider the possibility of forgiveness? As you lean in to what is inevitably an intense physical sensation, can you also lean in to the intensity of the possibility of forgiveness, even for this person, maybe for this group of people, whoever is arising in your consciousness? Hold them in the space of your mind, endeavoring to descend them into the space of your heart. As you bow into this shape, bow also just into the possibility of forgiveness here. Allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper. And then with your next inhale, slowly start to rise up and untangle the binding here. We'll return all the way to our hands and our knees and then lift up into our downward facing dog, just to totally expand out of that tight confinement. So whatever this looks like for you, I'm naturally bending one leg and then the other, shifting my hips. Okay, just give yourself space. If you're in your hands and your knees, something else to give yourself freedom from that. I'll spin around to the other side. And then when you feel complete in whatever it is that you need, find your way back to your neutral table. This time, extend the left leg behind you, lift it off of your mat. Inhale with your leg long. As you exhale, tuck the knee, tap it toward your right elbow, and then inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, bend and tuck. Inhale, lengthen. Find the pace and the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale, lengthen out. This time, exhale, tuck the knee to your left elbow. Plant the calf as you approach pigeon once again. Engage your inner thighs. Inhale to lift your arms, your hands up, and then exhale, palms to the mat. Rise onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart. Exhale, bow to the earth. Tap your forehead to the mat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow to the earth. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, bow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow. One more time. Inhale to lift. As you exhale, sink in. Okay, find whatever shape, whatever variation of this feels good for you. Okay, letting go, softening everywhere that you can. Coming back to the sensation of your breath, and then descending into the space of most sensation. And as you deepen into this space, stay here. I'm going to pop up just for a moment to check my recording. Releasing thoughts, releasing emotions as they arise in your effort to stay in the present moment, in the experience of your bones. This is the gift of yoga, that in our body we are always present. And then as you feel ready, let your inhale start to draw you up and out of this shape. This time sitting into the left hip as you swing or glide your right leg over, stacking right knee on top of left, shifting into this shape as it feels good for you, becoming aware of the soles of your feet once again, letting yourself touch into the ground of your being. Okay, and then with your inhale, feel the crown of your head lift, and as you exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise, and exhale, bow. One more time, inhaling to rise up. As you exhale, bow forward, deepening into this fold. And this time as you approach your resting pose, whatever shape your body is making, trying to stay with it, can you consider any unforgiveness left within yourself? When you ask your inner guide, that wisdom which dwells within you, to reveal to you a place in which you've not forgiven yourself, which you are still bound or tangled within your own being for past mistakes, missed opportunities, whatever it is that comes up. Can you sit with that? Amidst the physical intensity that this shape calls forth, can you sit also with any emotional arising around unforgiveness of yourself? Can you sit with it without charge? Can you just be aware and let it be present with you? Can you breathe into it? Can you sit face to face, not shying away, but moving even deeper? And as you feel ready, let your inhale unwind you slowly, gently, and prepare to become fully open, rolling over into hands and knees, and then maybe lifting up into downward facing dog, and just noticing how you need to move to unleash that tangle. Okay, to let it go completely, just find something that counters the intensity of that shape, right? You can see what I'm offering just by shifting around, moving back and forth, dropping one knee and then the other. Give that to yourself. As you feel good, come back to your downward facing dog and walk one step at a time to your hands. You're in forward fold at the top of your mat. With your inhale, lift halfway up. As you exhale, bow forward, release the head and neck. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, bow forward. Next time that you inhale, rise all the way to standing, arms reach overhead. And then exhale to the space of your heart. Plant both palms stacked on top of each other on your heart. With your inhale, reach your right arm up and then overhead as you bend to your left. Inhale to center, place your right palm on your heart, and then lift your left arm up and overhead, bend to your right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend now to your left. Center. Inhale, right. Find the rhythm of your own breath. Exhaling to center. Inhale, side bend. However your breath naturally moves as this becomes fluid for you. Okay, I've found that I'm actually inhaling as I come to center, exhaling as I stretch. It doesn't matter. Just find the movement in your own way. Yeah, come to center. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Bend your knees, shake out your head and neck. Inhale, rise halfway up. Exhale, bow forward. With your inhale, reverse swan dive. Reach your arms out and then overhead, come to standing. Exhale, hands to the space of your heart. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, sit. Hands come to prayer, then release behind you and bow forward. Inhale, rise all the way to standing, hands at prayer overhead. Exhale, sit down, come through center, release the hands behind you, bow forward. Inhale, rise up, standing, steeple hands. Sit down, prayer, release the arms behind you, bow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sit into chair. Arms behind you, bow forward. Yeah, 2 or 3 more times. Last one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sit down, bow. Inhale, rise up, hands overhead. Exhale, chair pose, hands at your heart. This time twist to your right. Elbow meets your knees, arms expand open. Inhale. Exhale, unwind to center. Let your inhale take you up. Exhale, hands to prayer, twist. Inhale, open the hands apart. Exhale, then back together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, separate the arms. Exhale, draw them together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale them together. Inhale, rise up. This time, exhale, hands to heart as you bow forward. And then release completely into your forward fold. Shake out the head and neck. Plant your right palm at the center in front of you as you inhale. Reach your left arm to the sky. Exhale, left hand to center. Inhale, right hand to the sky. Exhale, center. One more time each side. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to a flat spine. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms out to the side, up overhead. Exhale, space of your heart. Press your thumbs against your sternum. Root through the 4 corners of your feet. Just notice the beating of your heart. Holding in your heart, compassion and forgiveness for yourself and for others, for your own mistakes and for those which have wounded you. Breathing into the possibility in the space of your heart. And then release your hands down by your sides. Find a focal point. Okay, start to root into the soles of your feet in a more intentional way. Look out in front of you. In yoga we call it a drishti, but find something where you can focus your gaze. And then as you feel ready, begin to pour your weight into your right foot, allowing your left leg to reach off of the mat, bending your knee at a right angle. This might be enough for you today. It may be enough to stay here and to balance. Okay, but if you'd like to go deeper, cross your left leg over your right, maybe tucking your foot behind your calf or not. Again, this might be enough, or if you'd like to go one step deeper. So I find my own balance. Stacking the elbows, bringing the left arm on top of the right. I'm going to fall out and come back. And that's the beauty of balance in yoga, okay? Always coming back. That's the journey. And I equate this to God, to our journey to God. We fall out. We make tangles. And then we come back. Okay, and so as you endeavor to stay balanced here, if you fall out, come back. And if it gets intense, stay. Right? 2 or 3 more breaths. Really breathe into it. Do what you can. Take a big, big inhale. As you exhale, let go completely of that. Okay, of that intense entanglement. Right? And just notice, what do you need after that? Okay, become expansive. Yeah. And find your way back to your center, and then allow your right leg to lift off. Okay? And just take this, cross it behind your left leg, reach both palms together and up overhead. As you exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lift your left leg, cross it behind your right, reach your arms up. And exhale to center. Inhale, crisscross the other side. Exhale, center. One more time. Crisscrossing and yet also expanding the space of the heart. That paradox where we're tangled and yet we're open. Okay, come to center. Inhale, reach the hands up and overhead. Exhale, bow forward. Let go of the head and neck. Deeply bend your knees. Just take a moment. Soften. And then the option here to plant the palms and take a vinyasa, which means find plank pose. Lower to the earth. With your inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze. As you exhale, press the sitting bones back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. And as you're ready, walk your feet, back to your hands. Find your forward fold. Forward fold, inhale, lift to a flat spine. And then exhale, bow forward. With your inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way to standing, hands overhead. And then exhale to the space of your heart. This time, pouring all of your weight into your left foot. As you feel ready, lifting your right knee now off of the mat. And I think I might have just gotten confused, so let's switch it. All right, so whichever side you did before will be on the opposite side. And then as you feel ready, crossing the left leg now over the right. Opposite arm, so whichever way your arms ended up before, Find them in the other direction. And breathing deeply. Feeling the intensity of the sensation and staying with it as a practice of moving further into your own capacity for compassion, for untangling, for forgiveness. A couple more breaths. And when you're ready, let go. Let go completely. Shake it out. Shake it out. All right, and as you feel good, whatever it is you needed, come back to center. This time, allowing your left leg to lift. Crisscrossing it behind your right. Now, interlacing the hands in front of you and pulling them across your body. Okay, as you come to center prayer. And then other side. It'll feel counterintuitive probably to send the arms across your body in front of you. Okay, so instead of going behind you, take it in front of you and just notice what that feels like. You're just looking for something new in our body. As we make new shapes with our physical form, we have the opportunity to explore newness on the other planes of our being. Okay, we open up new neural pathways by doing things we've never done before. Find center. Inhale, reach your hands up and overhead. Exhale to your heart. Release your hands down by your sides. With your inhale, hug your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale through the mouth as you release. 2 more. Inhale, hands up and overhead. Exhale, bow forward, swan dive, plant the palms, step your feet back to plank pose, and then lower all the way to your mat. With your inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, find child's pose. And as you arrive in child's pose, lower your arms down by your sides or bend your elbows as you take your hands to the nape of your neck in prayer. In this shape, we just consider the devotion of taking our foreheads to the earth. This is the embodiment of prayer, of offering, of surrendering before our source. And where we are not able to create compassion or forgiveness for ourselves or others, we ask for it, knowing that we will receive that which we ask for in the spirit of love. And so in this shape of devotion, as you gather inwardly, can you offer that prayer that God might provide whatever compassion or forgiveness you might lack? And rest here for 2 or 3 more breaths. Just really breathing in to this experience of lying against the earth. And then, as you feel ready, slowly rise up. Sit into one hip or the other and extend the legs out into a wide leg straddle. Shift off the flesh of your sitting bones. Come into the length of your spine as the crown of your head draws toward the ceiling. And then allow your right arm, the back of your right hand to just rest against the mat. Inhale, lift your left arm up and overhead as you take it toward your foot. I'm going to touch mine. It's not necessary. As you inhale, circle this left arm back, palm against your mat. As you inhale, your right arm lifts, reaches toward your left toes. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, other side. Inhale to center and exhale to the other side, reaching for opposite toes, just finding again your own rhythm and pace, yoking with the natural flow of your inhale and your exhale. As you crisscross across your body, gently twisting the spine, opening the low back and of course the hamstrings, but also sinking in to this low back area of the body, which is often associated with the root of our being. Okay? One more time on the other side, or until you are complete on both sides. And then rise up to center. Draw the soles of your feet in, meeting them in front of you, shifting off the flesh of your sitting bones, finding the length through your spine, and then beginning to spiral from the base of your spine. Okay. Sinking or descending our energy down into our root, into the pelvis, into the opening of the hip joints. In this place, we look for wisdom, considering it as part of the ground of our being, in the same way that I often consider the soles of my feet, which are connected in this shape. And so I'm tapping in to the awareness of the ground of my being, that which is before me, that which will be after me, spiraling in one direction and then spiraling in the other. Still with connection to the breath. Find your way to center. And then transition to a comfortable seat, which might include crossing your ankles. If you need support under your hips to lift your hips above your knees, please give that to yourself. We'll enter a time of meditation before we close our practice and pursue Shavasana, okay? So I'd ask at this time that you find a comfortable place to put your palms. Breathe deeply as you settle in, letting the air in and out of your nostrils guide you into a clear and empty headspace. As much as possible, becoming aware of the arising of thoughts and emotions, and then gently releasing them. So for another full minute or two, I'm asking that you consciously endeavor to sit in the emptiness of your mind space as a prayer, as a returning to God, to your ground, to that which dwells in you and sustains you and is your source. this stillness, to the quietness within, I'll ask you to join me in a meditation which is rooted somewhat in the loving kindness practice. But together we will inhale that which causes us suffering. And as we exhale, we will release divine love. And so the idea behind this practice is that we take into our bodies the causes of suffering, and through the power of our breath, we alchemize that into divine love as we exhale it into the world, into time and space as we know it. And so what better practice to join in together than this one as we come into this collective experience, seeking peace, seeking compassion, seeking those fruits which come from our divine source. And so I'll just ask you to breathe with me for several rounds. As you inhale, breathe in unforgiveness. Inhale unforgiveness. And as you exhale, release divine love. Inhale unforgiveness. Exhale divine love. Inhale hatred. Exhale divine love. Inhale hatred. Exhale divine love. Inhale pain. Inhale bodily pain. Exhale divine love. Inhale bodily pain. Exhale divine love. Inhale loneliness. Exhale divine love. Inhale loneliness. Exhale divine love. Inhale fear. Exhale divine love. Inhale fear. Exhale divine love. Inhale one more time, fear. Inhale fear. Exhale divine love. Inhale bodily illness. Inhale illness. Exhale divine love. Inhale illness. Exhale divine love. Inhale depression. Exhale divine love. Inhale anxiety. Exhale divine love. Again, inhale anxiety. Exhale divine love. Inhale collective fear. Exhale divine love. Inhale chaos. Exhale divine love. Inhale chaos. Exhale divine love. Inhale unforgiveness. Exhale divine love. Inhale self-unforgiveness. Exhale divine love. Inhale unforgiveness for yourself. Exhale divine love. If anything is arising in you, inhale that. Exhale divine love. Inhale the source of your suffering. Exhale divine love. Inhale deeply. Exhale divine love. Let your breathing return to its natural rhythm. Notice what's occurred in you. Just take a moment to sit in the silence with it, to welcome it to go deeper. Slowly begin to emerge, gently opening the shades of your eyes, finding sensation in your body once again, then placing the soles of your feet out in front of you, gently, however you need to, lowering onto your back, adjusting yourself on your mat, and then just rolling from one side to the other across the space of your sacrum. Plant the sole of your right foot on your mat, cross your left leg over your right, stacking left knee on top of right. Arms just rest out by your sides, and then allow your knees to roll over toward the right side. Okay, just going as deep as this twist honors your body. Softening everywhere that you can. Beginning to releasing the control of your breath. Releasing the thoughts of your mind, just starting to melt. As we embody this entanglement one more time, letting it speak its wisdom to us in any way that we continue to be entangled with ourselves or with others. Awareness is the first step, and so just inviting the awareness. And then slowly unwinding out of this, planting the soles of both feet on your mat and just windshield wipering the knees from one side to the other, letting them gently fall from one side and then to the other. As you're ready, now crossing your right leg over your left, stacking your knees, and then drifting your legs over to the left side now. Staying present even if other sounds distract you. Stay in your practice. Opening your heart and your mind to whatever is arising in your considerations of entanglement. And as you prayerfully request release from their bind. This is the last shape that we are formally taking tonight. And so please consider what else it is that your body needs to complete your practice before we enter Shavasana. Anything that would feel good to you, please give that to yourself now. And then as you feel ready, Assuming whatever shape you need for your Shavasana tonight, and that is whichever shape will encourage the greatest surrender. Usually this is supine on our backs, flat on your back, but you might choose to bring a blanket over your body. Or if you have a bolster, placing some support under your knees. Notice what you need and grant that to yourself. And then as you arrive here in this vulnerable position, begin to let go. We let go of any tension that we might still hold in the body, in the pelvis or the torso, in the shoulders or the heart. Letting the bones become heavy against the earth. Noticing your breath for the last time as it returns to its natural rhythm completely. And then finally allowing the mind to wander wherever it goes. No longer controlling your mental energy, but rather surrendering. Becoming utterly soft in the shape of receiving as you prepare to integrate that which you've accomplished with your practice today. For my part, I'll leave you here. So as you enter this sacred space, I'll read over you one more time our prayer tonight, which is that we might untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us, as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. And so I honor you, brother or sister, for taking on that work and in this hour pursuing it with your heart, with your body, with your mind, with your spirit. And now the work is done, and so rest in the gratitude of what the Spirit is doing through you in this moment. And I say to you, may the light, the source which is in me, honor and glorify the source and the light which is in you. Namaste.